So, good afternoon, good evening, good morning, wherever you may be. We've got a little, I don't want to call it social experiment going on here or anything, but we are trying to learn Tour 11. And Ian has graciously agreed to be my coach as we try to move through this. And, I'm excited. I want to learn it. I'm tired of Tour 10. Love watch Ian play his game on T11. So, I'm glad to have him in here this evening.
Pleasure to be here. Looking forward to it, and hopefully we can get some wins on the board and learn some lessons.
And that is the goal. I'm
easy the hard way.
Yeah. I mean, it took me like 3 or 4 months to clear Tour 10, trying to learn it on my own. And if I can shortcut that just a little bit, I don't have the biggest bankroll here, and if I can be wise in how we move forward.
What we working with?
459 million.
Okay.
So, I mean, we've got some wiggle room. I mean, so I cannot see the chat for some reason. So I don't know what's happening there.
I got chat.
There's some chat. There's some chat.
We got Ingrid. We got Marnix. High quality. I'm guessing if Marnix is here that you're possibly in the range of a sniping.
Wow. Well, if you do, take it easy on me. I'm not a virgin, but I am inexperienced. So I guess
that's what all the little sluts say, Jamie.
So yeah, I mean, very easily we could have done this off stream, but I think there's a lot of people out there wanting to learn Tour 11. And this is for me, my posterity, to be able to go back and watch and take notes. And so, I guess without further ado, we can go ahead and get started. Are you ready, Ian?
Yeah, and welcome in FJ, and they were fantastic games earlier. And Gaz, welcome.
Yep, Gary.
Well, I could do this in a Kylie mask if you would prefer. That's in relation to the chat you can't see, Jamie.
No, I just got the chat to come up. So we got FJGC and Marnix and Gary Gazaroo. He's one of our teammates. He's also the guy that used to put out the lovely wind guides for us, for the whole community, actually. So I guess I've got my wind app on. My random number generator. I've got the best caddy for Tour 11 in the world at my back.
What?
And I guess we're going to hit the go button.
Excellent.
Don't mention the wind chart. Yeah, he got tired of doing those.
Bill, yes, please. Bill's got his notebook out as well. So the first conversation we had was just about bags there.
Yeah.
Jamie was straight into a Win 5 wanker with an APOC 8. Fantastic.
Yeah.
Smell the desperation. So yeah. And he hit a good left as well. I bet it's going to be perfect.
Yeah.
Straight down the middle. Oh yeah.
So this looks. So we're playing this at 10%?
Yeah, and you want to get it down there. You want to give this the lot, basically. Give it the full top spin. You want to be careful on this hole with full curl, because depending on your power, you can end up left, but I don't think you're going to here.
So are we sitting up here, or are we sitting up here?
No. You're going to bounce over, further up, much further up the fairway. No, on the same fairway.
Okay, here.
Yeah. And you're going to curl it, give it like 7 rings, or, see where you're up to in the power.
Okay. It's about 2 rings of OP, or we want to go full beans?
No. Give it, more curl. You know what, if you're going to,
Oh, I hit a good right.
You'll be able to reach from it wherever you end up.
Yeah.
Don't worry about that. See, even a double great right probably would have held the fairway.
Right.
If you want to shut up and while you play the holes, then just
No, it doesn't bother me. I want you to coach me through it. it's not you distracting me from hitting perfect, or
No, I wasn't claiming ownership of that. It's horrific.
So that's all on me. That's all on me.
So this isn't going in. Don't worry about this. So now you've got the shot with the bounce over. Now you can either bounce over and go in the front door, which is what we would have played with the thorn,
Okay.
or you can try and find the sticky spot and go up and down the back. Bring it forward, bring it closer to you, and we'll try and bounce over.
Like here.
Yeah, we're going to be looking to land about there with like no, not the sticky spot, straight in the front door.
Straight in the front door.
Yeah.
So we are mid distance, I would say.
How do you play yours? I'd probably give that like a bit less than 4 rings personally, but
okay. I mean, we're not fully expecting it to go in, right?
it's nice when they drop. Better great left than great right, I think. Okay, so it's just a bit under adjusted. Lovely pace. When we get this hole again, and we probably will, that is how we're playing the thorn shot. We're not using the back.
Okay.
We want to drive. We don't want to drive the end of the second fairway. We want to leave it like 15, 20 yards short, and we want to bounce in that spot with the thorn with 3 backs, 3 top spin or thereabouts, and we're just going to play a slider plus 10%, and it will drop so much more consistently than up and down the sticky spot.
Okay. Uh-oh, Marnick said he's got the VPN on.
Woo! Yo, Danny Wallace in the house, welcome. Yeah, most of the par 4s with the power 3 ball, you can't find just, this is one of the harder shootout holes. So if we've got a side wind or a tailwind, we're going to play mid, right, okay, well we haven't, so ignore that for 1 second. We're going to be putting like 3 back spin and 3 left spin on this, go further right in the fairway. And we're going to give this a bit further right, and give it just over 8.5 rings.
8.5 rings.
Yeah. And push forward a ring.
It's kind of cavalier there. I'm getting low on time.
Great left is normally dead.
My timing.
Woo! Okay, great left is better. So it's a shitty adjustment, but
yeah.
That would win 95 out of 100, definitely. Oh, he's got a fucking hammerhead as well. What a clown! Smell the desperation in the chat. Yo, boo! Great to see you.
Yo, B, thanks for being in here.
Mikey, it was funny. It was funny.
Yeah, Michael, I'm trying to step it up a little bit. I'm just so tired of Tour 10.
APOC 8, Hammerhead 8, Wind 5 ball. Can you smell the desperation, Jamie?
Yeah, if we were in your chat, we could get some wind ball wanker emojis going here for sure. And I'm not above playing a wind ball, but I really try to save those for tournament play. I mean,
you don't want to play this guy again. You're gonna be at a disadvantage every single time.
Okay.
You haven't got those clubs. You don't want to use those balls. So get out of there. You know you're going to be at a disadvantage.
All right.
Later, Danny. Great to see you, buddy. Mikey, honestly, please, right? I don't even want you worrying about that for a split second. It's funny. I dealt with it straight away. Relax. You're the wind wanker killer. Woo! Come on then. Next. So I play that very differently to most people. 30% max number into a headwind with a push forward if you're going to go into that trap. Into the side wind or the tailwind, 10% mid.
Okay.
But if you get a double figure tailwind, when you get to the stage where you're using Titans, if you get like a 13, even a 12 tailwind, straight tailwind, you haven't even got the rings to adjust back for a 10% mid. There is a sand bump option in that scenario, but my favourite option is to just play the same spin and underpower just a fraction.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Scar for the course.
He strapped the Power 5 Win 3 ball on, which is a terrible tour play ball because it messes up your shootout something rotten. But it does win you a lot in hole because it puts you in positions that you just can't get to otherwise. Now, he's going to be in the rough, but had he not been in the rough, he would have gone way too far for that shot. You don't even want to be there. You want to be just playing a max top spin here. You're looking for the centre of the fairway. You don't want to give this max OP. Just give it like a couple of rings of OP.
Center of the fairway.
Yeah, whatever it's telling you to do after your 11 ring adjustment.
So about
okay, give it 4 rings then.
4 rings of OP.
Yeah.
No curl, just straight down the.
All right, you're gonna have a Nirvana as well. Land.
No.
Oh. Okay, you're gonna have a long Nirvana.
Yeah.
So ideally, where you want to be there is about 380. If you can't get up there, and when I say get up there, if you've got any form of tailwind whatsoever, you can get to the fringe. If you can't get up there, then you're better off 380 than you are 400 because that wedge plays like 40%. Even though it's uphill, it plays like 40%. This rough iron is it plays minus 15. But the wedge plays like 40%, and it's horrible. If you've got like an 80% wedge, it never goes in.
Oh, okay.
So you're better off with somewhere in the lower half of a short iron, not min, just the lower half short iron. So you're going to be, what are we at, 10-3, stretch it out a bit.
So
you want, come back, you want a bit of topspin. Oh, no, sorry, go forward, exactly where you were. There's a little sticky spot, you don't need spin to get into it, you don't want any backspin on this. Never backspin into this headwind. And you're looking at somewhere around 5 rings, 5.5 rings. Make sure the ball goes through the hole.
5.5.
Yeah. Yo, Scar, good to see you, buddy. You got time, relax. There you go. This will be close. Oh, this will be very close. Ooh, nice.
Very good.
Now, if you are, that's what a great right there is very often, your friend. The camber of the green from the right goes straight to the hole. That's why you need to really find that sticky spot every time. If you're further up there, I like to put all the right spin on and find that sticky spot from directly landing underneath the in line with the pin. And that has great results for me on this hole.
So if we didn't go into the rough, we were on the fairway, we would play a no spin.
No, we would put we would have put no top or back spin.
Right.
But we'd have put maybe even 4 or 5 bars of right spin on to straighten that wind up and be right in that sticky spot, like directly parallel to the pin underneath.
Okay, got you.
Right, so here we're going from the right-hand side, and we've got the cats the right. Okay, so we're going to be playing this at 25 elevation and 40% club, and you're going to put no, we're going driver.
Okay, driver,
and we're going to end up playing this about 8 rings. We're going to get the target quite close up to the edge. We're going to put most of that backspin on, if not all. And lay off the left spin, lay off the left spin, lay off the left spin.
Lay off the left spin.
Okay, see what that ball guide looks like. Move it further up and to the right. Yeah, okay, and then go 8.2 rings. Quick. Some open power is probably too long.
Yeah, I think I put some OP on that.
Sorry. So
No, no.
we should have discussed these shootouts in advance because time was wasted there in the Guardian. So
We're fine.
It's horrible going first. Horrible going first.
Yeah.
But yeah, so let's see what our man does here. In fact, he's probably not going to have a very nice shot. He's going to have to do a transition because he's not even going to be in the. His ball guard's going to look wrong with the wood. Maybe he's going to get confused. That is the hope. Because you spilled out onto the fairway. Oh no. He's laughing. He's laughing. That is cavalier. It's ridiculously cavalier. It's going to win.
Yeah.
That's not a terrible shot. So you see, that was all the backspin.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, Tempo. Great to see you, buddy.
No rematch.
No, you can rematch him.
So yeah, I mean, we are. I ain't gonna wait forever on you. Like I say, this is a learning process for me. I mean, we don't have to be perfect on every shootout, but what we do have is we've got a record that we can go back and watch and make notes, and
So, there's only 9 shootout holes,
right?
So it would be good for anyone learning the tour to have some plan of action. Whether they know everything that they're going to do straight away on site is one thing, but have an idea of what to do. There we go. Some kind of reference materials and some idea of strategy, and if you can, then develop that into the spins. I mean, that's how you're going to win. Adjustments and spins.
Yeah.
For 9 holes. That's all it is. 9 holes. Now, it's obviously going to depend on the wooden drivers that you're using in 11. Great to see you, Greg, Pradeep, Beto. Lovely to have you all in here.
Thanks for the good luck.
Okay, now 8-2 with a wind 4. So your options here are to do a big slice and bounce to the left of the bunker and then end up, somewhere on the fairway between the trees and the rough on the other side.
Right.
Or your option, because you've got the APOC, is to bounce on the right-hand side of the bunker.
Where the Thor's Hammer logo is now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just stick it up there with a bit of left curl. Super Norm, lovely to see you. Liz still knocking around as well. Michael Galitz, I didn't even say hello to you, brother. Welcome.
So is this a OP shot? We're trying to go over the water?
You don't need to.
Are we laying up?
You won't need much OP at all.
Okay.
When you put the max top spin and left spin on, if you go left, you see you're actually going to adjust normally. You don't need any OP whatsoever. Give this. You want to be giving this
So is this about where we want to line up? We want to go over that rough?
Yeah, push forward a couple of rings. Yeah, so just adjust 7 rings or something, and you'll just land there.
Okay. No OP, just a normal shot.
Yeah, just a little tiny bit of over left curl. Bit more. Haven't got a clue, Carl. Yeah, there you go. And you'll see how far down you land. That you get a massive push here.
Right. Okay. Nice. Thank you.
And that's going to leave you the wedge. Could have done with being a bit further. I thought that was going to go further than that.
Yeah.
Brian! Great to see you, brother.
Ryan McManus. Yeah, thank you. Good. Glad you're in here. We are... we got Ian trying to teach me some lessons here in Tour 11. Hopefully be a good student. We got a great teacher in here for sure.
Guys, just for the headwinds, max. And if it's a bullet straight headwind, then max plus 30% mid. And if it's double figures, Titan 14, then an extra ring as well. Oh, so you've got perfect wind, just to pop this in. It plays plus 20%, so you need to get a visual for your slider.
Okay, so we're max, basically max.
You're at max?
Just a more 3/4 maybe.
Give that like 11 and a half, 12 rings.
Okay.
12 rings. Give it 12. Always more with the Endbringer. It's never under adjusted. T-Dog. Is that with or into?
That was with the wind.
Yeah. It's a horrible wedge. It's a horrible wedge. That's why I often you see me blasting it straight through the middle of the trees to leave the Nirvana. I love the Nirvana shot through the trees, but it's not everyone's cup of tea. All right, see what we got then. See what we got.
Got to get my. I mean, I guess my timing is off. Like I say, I'm used to Tour 10 and expert tournaments, so I know the needle speed's a little faster in 11. Just got to get my timing down.
It's horrible when you can't hit your wedges. See, now you can plan for that, Mikey. But that's when you start hitting perfect. All right, so we're going plus 35%. And you're first, of course you are. Ah, okay, so nice.
Here?
Yeah.
Or here?
No. Just straight in front, like, so, in front of the bunker. Forward. Yeah, you're laughing there. No, back. Just back like one ring. There you go. And you go in here, you're going to give this 14 and a bit, 14 and a quarter maybe.
How much?
And what did you go there? 6 back, take that left spin off, take the left spin off altogether. Take the left spin off, 6 back spin and no left spin.
And 14?
Yeah, just over.
Oh, crap.
And a little bit of left curl, baby left curl. You got time, relax.
That was kind of cavalier because when I went back and moved my target versus...
Doesn't matter, does it? Because look at that.
Wow. Plus 35. Nice.
Now, because I was concerned about your left spin, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I told you to take it all off. It
Right.
should have some left spin. I would never curl that shot, but just to allow for the fact that I told you to take off more left spin than you
Right.
should have done, that was to then allow for the fact that you would have been too far to the right. So that isn't a curl shot. It was just that in an ideal world, you would know where your starting position is.
Right.
You go there, and then you would put your spin, allowing for the wind push as you see it. So you know it's going to be about 6 backspin.
Okay.
And then from there, you would offset according to how you saw the wind push. So you might have ended up with 1.5 left spin, but you started with like 3. But you definitely always offset this ball guide because he's not even going to get a shot away.
I think he's distracted.
Marnix. Turns out your VPN caddy is too good.
Okay. Whew, Marnix turned off the VPN. We're
All right, so we're what? Two out of 2 that you've got a shot away properly and just lost one. But you know, even that one where it was all a bit rushed. You lost to a very good shot. I mean, he didn't have a clue what he was doing, but
Right.
It turned out to be a decent shot. So
right.
you're going to lose to good shots all the time in Tour 11.
Right. And I don't mind losing to good shots. I mind losing when I don't know what I'm doing. And
Yeah,
you know,
absolutely.
I don't have a clue, and it's just frustrating when you know, no matter what you do, when you go in there and your opponent he screws up and he's 10 yards from the pin and you're 12. You know, that's when it starts to get very frustrating.
Yeah. All right. So no heroics whatsoever. You start off at the red line. You're going to bring your target back 11 rings. You're going to put max topspin on. You're going to adjust so your ball guide goes through. You're going to have your cataclysm bag here.
Okay.
And you are going to, without any OP whatsoever, just tap it up there with a perfect ball. Because being longer here when you've got the cat shot doesn't help you. You want to be using the little funnel of, you've got a horrible second shot here. but there's a little funnel of fairway that comes up to meet the people that lay up short here. So all we're doing is starting off where we know we can end up, coming back for our adjustment, putting the spin on, and then adjusting up to the red line. Thank you, Ryan.
Okay, so we're max top, no right or little right.
Well, that just shows you where your line is. Pull back 10 rings now, and then we'll, from that 10 ring position, then we'll put it where we want. There you go.
Okay.
So now you can put a bit of right spin on there, or move it a bit more over to the right, and then
we make our adjustment.
Then make your adjustment, which will be about 9.5 rings. Charging Jamie Bradley, are you having a laugh? There you go. Right, so the cat is going to be played at we'll see what the wind is, but usually side wind, tailwind, we'll play at 20% slider. If we get a headwind, obviously it's going to be crazy numbers because we've got massive elevation and you always play it loads more anyway into a big headwind. So we'll see what we've got.
Tailwind.
Lovely. Okay, so look at what he's doing here. Now look at the spin. This is a guy who knows what they're doing. And we're going to do something similar to this. We're going to you've got a kingmaker, so you're going to be able to put all the left spin on, and you're going to go about 4.5, 5 top spin, and you're going to set it up so the second bounce is at least in the centre of that fairway to allow for a little bit of baby left curl.
So we'll be more right than he is?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but we're also more forward. In fact, you might have a better shot available to you. We'll see. Because we've got this tailwind, you can also put a max topspin second bounce rough bump, which filters nicely down to the fringe. And this is a treacherous shot, threading the needle, bringing rough into play, bringing sand into play. He's played that beautifully. That's all you can hope for. So that's what we're trying to do.
So we're going max left and 4 top, if I remember right?
Yeah, we'll see what it looks like again when we get down there. So 11.5, and then we'll be at about...
So we want our first bounce in the center?
Yeah, that's lovely. That is lovely. And you're going to give this about, I don't know, you've got a room in front of you, so give it just less than 8 rings.
Okay.
Yeah, perfect. And then just a little baby curl to the left. Just so Alpha on its way.
Not enough left. Or did we over adjust?
I hate that shot. Oh, I'm so sorry.
No, don't worry about it.
Well, I didn't see what curl you man did either. Oh well, let's see what your Nirvana timing's like.
Unfortunately, sometimes my Nirvana time is better than my regular because I spend so much time in the rough.
Well, let's see it then. Pradeep saying that he plays that at 15. I mean, because I've got the Cat 7, I've got a lot more option to see what I'm doing with that double bounce rough bump. So I would have a look at that. Come on then, perfecting him. Perfecting him. Next one.
Next one.
And mine goes even more right with even more curl. Lots of curl. I just thought because the wind was from the right, there would be a push there.
Yeah.
Nice. He used the Titan and he's got an APOC 5, so, you know, you're not going to be at a disadvantage here. Okay, so we're going to go straight over with the Kingmaker, max top spin. It'll be a max overpower shot as well. So just find where you're going to go, play it max plus 10. It's a nice straight side wind. Your adjustment will probably take you into power. but it's just going to be max top spin and probably the left you can get on, which is what, 3, 2.
Yeah. Max top, max left allowed.
Yeah, and then throw the kitchen sink at it. We're giving it the full beans, and then have a look at the curl here that your man's doing. He's at a double great left, and the wind's from the right. It's still going to be safe. This is one of the hardest bunkers to get into. It's banked up so steeply. You want to be as far up there to the left as you can be, in my eyes. Anyway, to set up the rough bump, that I like to go for the Alba on.
Do you normally play this at 20%?
If my headwind was bigger than that, I would. But you know, if you give that 6 rings, I mean, you know, don't go crazy on the curl. And you're giving it because he started much more right than you. But there you go.
Max OP or just ring
OP and curl to outs. Yes. I don't think it's possible to go too long anywhere here.
And we still got the cat bag in.
Of course we have.
Brandon
in that.
Yeah, Brandon.
What an absolute treat. Great to see you, brother.
Thanks for the good luck. We are, I'm not going to say blind leading the blind, but we do have one blind person in here. We've got a great seeing eye dog leading us on here.
Okay, so this is definitely rough bump territory. I just caught a fly out of the air. Sweet.
A little Karate Kid action going on over there.
And it's going to be, what, 12.3 or 13 wind for you? Let's see what they give you. So what you're going to do is you're going to put all the right spin and like 1.5 top spin.
Okay.
You're not going to get a good ball guide, but if you put the target at the edge of the red cluster of leaves in that rough there, and then we're going to move around with that position, but get the distance of your club first. Probably going to be like, I don't know, 30%, 25%. No, maybe a bit more. 12.7.
So max right and 1.5 top.
Yeah, and all the right.
Okay.
A bit more over to the right.
To the right.
And zoom in a little bit. Zoom in a little bit so we can see what's happening behind that leaf. There we go. Come back a little bit. Yeah, go there. No, sorry. Forward. You want the ball guide just offset like a tiny little bit, and then you're going to give this like 5.7, 5.8. Perfect ball. No curl. That's fine. Jakob Stahl and Wesley, what a duo.
Thanks.
Right, see what's happening this time, because we haven't seen this guy's shootout prowess. He might be an absolute monster. If he is, we'll bounce.
Wesley win ball, thank you. I think that's win ball or WB 4 ball for life.
Yeah.
Thanks for the good luck and
win ball for life, baby.
Is that Jacob or Jacob? I guess it depends on Jacob. I guess it depends on where you're from.
He's from Denmark. He's a bushwhacker. Woo! Bushwhackers, baby!
We are happy to have him in here this evening.
All right, see what we got. So we've seen this one already. So you're going to be mid plus 10%. Good, we're second for the first time in forever. So you're going to be mid plus 10%. It's going to be a healthy old wind as well. You're going to be offsetting this guide. Oh no. This can't be good. If this is good, then get out of there, because this is never good. It's never good with a sniper, let alone a Cat 5. If you had the Guardian on here, you would have the option in this wind for a max back spin shot landing on the second fairway, but you haven't. Right. So you haven't. And I don't know that adjustment anyway. I'm just about to learn that myself. Mitsu is the one I need to be tapping up because he's another person who uses the Guardian with a lower level cap. So we're going to be going mid plus 10%, and we're going to be using like, yeah, it's never good. It's never, ever, ever good. Right, so we're not going to get crazy. We're going to have like the red ring touching the rough up there, 12.4. You're going to put like 3 backspin and whoa there. no, stay off that left spin. Get up, yeah, because you're going to be getting a big push here. So put like 2.5 on. No, you want to be right. You want to be right. You definitely want to be right. Go with another left spin, and then go with your 7.1. I think you might need another half a backspin as well.
No curl?
No curl.
Just Wesley is fine. I can do that.
There you go. You don't want to be messing around. If they've given you a free win here, do not get cute on this hole.
Right.
Break left, bunker. Right. Any form of problem on this hole. This is the hardest hole for me in Tour 11. And I mean the technically most difficult. You know, certainly there are shootouts that are harder to get closer to the pin on, but that is the one that will kill you the easiest.
Okay. I remember that from the tournament.
Scott Root, thank you so much. Thank you. Welcome in. Greg, great to see you, buddy. Okay. So we go right here. Max topspin, and right spin. All that topspin. Yeah, every ounce of topspin. Come back to so where the second bounce is just going onto that fairway. Because you haven't got 11 rings to adjust into. We're going to go max plus 20, so you need 11 rings here. And I don't think you're going to have it. So it might end up being... Oh, you do. So it's going to be a full beans anyway. It has to be a perfect ball. Tiny bit of right curl. Yeah. Brilliant. And you've got the cat bag on, yeah?
Yeah. Still got the cat bag on.
Good. Oh, what? That is outrageous. So now you can't get there. But that's fine. You gave yourself a chance.
Yeah.
You gave yourself a chance. So for me, any form of headwind, don't thread the needle on the left-hand side. Go right. That hump that we're now not able to get to is your ticket to the easiest eagle chip, whether you're on the fairway for an end-bringer or in the rough for a Nirvana with that biggest funnel in Tour 11.
Right.
The only, no, not the only, the funnel on the Parc de Paris par 4 as well. But that is the biggest funnel in Tour 11. So that's where you want to be going. I guess if you get a massive, wow.
The man just said never thread the needle on the left in a headwind, and he wasn't listening.
You have no option to get to the green here. So just try and maxi stretch out now.
Here?
No.
Left or right?
Can you get up there onto that second fairway? No. The further in front of you. Can you get up there with a maxi? And it'd be right. You'd be throwing everything towards the pin if you can. Can you land directly on that fairway? Do you think with a maxi?
Which one, left or right?
The one in front of you. Can you land with the wind? Can you land
yes.
on that fairway in front of you?
Yes.
North of your target. You're going to have to play a shot. Just tap it up there like you're doing. But I was just wondering with the wind if you could bounce on there. You could have gone for a crazy slice or something. Because your man's in the sand, it would have cost you nothing.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah. I was just wondering if you could have landed here and done like a mad slice.
Right, okay.
But what you've got here, you're probably going to have to go in the front door. The funnel is not available from this angle.
Okay.
From the end of the fairway that you bounced up from, you can hit the funnel. But from where you are, you're going to end up with a short iron straight in the front door. And you've got the thorn, so you've got the brilliant ball guide.
Right.
So it's just about playing a normal shot as you see it. So however you adjust your thorn, play it like that.
So are we in a +10 or a +0 situation from this?
Again, I would see what the wind's doing.
Okay.
Add a little bit more for a headwind, but probably a 0. Oh yeah, nice. So what are you about a 20%er? Maybe a bit more.
So we're just kind of right in the front door.
Yeah. There's nothing for you there to like stick onto. There's no sticky spots here from this side.
About 20% club.
I don't know, like three and a bit rings, 3.5. I don't know. It's going to be there or thereabouts. Jay, this would have been the perfect win to catch the funnel. No need to do that when got the big dog on the controls. What? Vote in the chat then for the front door.
Oh, thank you for that.
We recommend for that second shot going left. I normally play max -10 FJ. What are you doing, Greg and Gaz? If you didn't duck your drive going left, and you either go straight for the fairway here or bounce over in front of the bunker, do you play that -10? Some people play -15, I think, as well. But if you're going off the like little knuckle island, then again, 10 or 15%. So this is going well.
I think so. I mean, I feel better about it than going at it alone like I have before.
Well, I think you were ahead before this series, and you've just won this series 2-1. There you go, nice little series of 3. Lovely. -5 for Gaz. The best thing to do, right, for everyone who wonders what elevation is to properly look at your landing position compared to your original aiming position. And that will show you how far off in what direction you were, which should give you a little bit better of understanding compared to how you played it in the random number generator. So if you're, short or long or forward or backwards, then you can assess then if you need to allow for more or you've allowed too much.
Right.
But you've just won, so you're just on to the next one. No one's going back to have a look at their landing positions, it's just straight into the same hole. And the same wind conditions, even worse, in fact. This is 10.2 with a wind 4, and I think it was only 10.5 last time. It's a bit of a fairer angle, so you might be able to start this a little bit more left. As long as that second bounce is on the fairway, don't worry about the third bounce going into the rough. You can put a better curl on.
Right.
But it is essential to be on the short stuff and bouncing on the fairway second bounce. So he's going to be in the same situation as you here. He's either going to be able to tap it out to the end of that fairway. In fact, if you find yourself there, let's not bounce up for that same shot next. Let's just tap it up to the end of the fairway in front of us. You're never going to get over here.
Just right here?
No. Sorry, play the same shot as before.
Oh, okay.
Maxi everything.
And we want to be just on.
Yeah, bring it left, and back. You still want that second bounce just on the fairway.
Okay.
There you go. And then just try and get your 12.7 rings there.
So 1 to 1.
Max plus 20, yeah. Okay, and then you're still giving this the full beans with some right curl here because you need to avoid that rough. Better grate into the winds, definitely.
Mm-hmm.
Get out!
There you go.
Okay, and you still got the cat bag on?
I do.
Okay, so now you should be able to. You see how you were shortening your first landing position there? If you find yourself in these conditions, never try what Socrates is doing here. For me, you go to the end of that fairway on the right-hand side. Because you've got the funnel shot there, which plays as a minimum long iron. I play minus 10% elevation. Other people play minus 5. So I'm caddying, so we're going to play minus 10 if we're in that situation.
So we're shooting for the right.
You're probably going to have a maxi cat, which you're going to be wanting to put all the left spin and about 5 top spin on. Okay. If you can get to the island.
So we're going for the right side island here.
Yeah, so we're just going to try and bounce up now. Be careful because that tree is in play. The big tree there is in play. You're not going to be able to get up there.
So we just.
Well, you could do that. You could do that. Just gives you a totally different aspect. You want to come back and use loads of topspin though.
And then 9-3.
You want 5 rings.
We just want it to bump out onto the.
Yeah.
Onto the fairway.
Yeah, give this a tiny bit of OP as well.
Yeah, Greg R. Thanks for the subscription, man. I appreciate it.
Right. Okay. So the funnel is basically behind the pin from where you are.
Right.
It's not the very. It's not the very back left of the green. It's in between the line that is like directly left of the pin now. And the left corner. It's like halfway between that. If you were cutting a pie, it'd be on the 45. So here you can try and play the funnel with your thorn, or you can go in the front door, whichever you're most comfortable with. But what you'd need to do is get your target landing area. Like start off with the white. No, start off with like the 3rd ring or 4th ring below the pin. Yeah, and you're going to end up probably putting like 2 backspin and a few right spin on. And you're looking for the ball guide to like go into a massive circle and go straight back down to the pin. So once you put like 2, 3 backspin and 3 right spin on, get that target up there to buy the pin. Closer, 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 closer. Right, so you're going to need loads more backspin. There you go. And have a look at that ball guide now. Now you're looking to go closer to the pin. It's going to be further up there. Don't know what you just done with the spin.
Yeah, well, I tapped it and it. So are we adjusting the spin to get?
Yeah, and you're gonna end up going. So you need to be closer to the pin. You need to just make a shot now. You just need to make a shot now, and go about 7 rings here. Do you see right at the end you got the ball guide?
Yeah.
So we didn't get in the funnel there.
Right.
But the landing position is always like about 2 or 3 green squares below the pin.
Okay.
So you were really far away from the pin. I was saying move towards the pin with your target area.
Right.
So I just meant get the center dot much closer to where the pin is, because everything is focused like around the pin on that funnel. So it's like directly up and over to the right as you were looking at it. But loads of people start it off like much further to the left to go from directly above the pin. It doesn't come down from above the pin. Or they go for the very back left of the green. It isn't at the very back left of the green. It's in between those points. But it is massive, and your man had already missed, so there was nothing wrong with having an explore.
Right. So essentially I needed more backspin. Because once
right, okay. So here we're going for the left pad, right? Left pad, and you've got the cat in, right? So we're going to be playing this with the APOC anyway, and we're going to be playing this at 0 elevation and about 25% club, and you want to be putting 6 backspin on this, and go further forward, move forward a ring, stay off the right spin. We're going to be offsetting this.
6 back.
Yeah, okay, and then just go your 7-3. Go 7.5. There should have, in theory, been a little push forward there as well. Apologies. Perfect. Nice little bit of OP there to counter that. And you see the push.
Yeah.
Sorry. That was my fault.
I don't apologize. I mean, we're trying to get a lot done in 30 seconds for somebody that doesn't know what's going on.
What we're trying to do there, the landing position is further forward. Don't worry though. Do not worry. Do not worry. This game is not over.
Yeah.
People do not thread this needle very easily at all. You find them in the right rough more often than not. But he's setting this up really, really left, which shows he knows what he's doing. But this one's never over when a sniper wanker is trying to thread the needle. So yeah, what we should have done is that should get through. Yeah, lovely.
Yeah.
It was not lovely.
Well, he went long. It's going to be close.
He was very quick on the good game. Oh shit!
We squeaked that one out. We squeaked that one out.
So yeah, like it's a hard shot what he was doing.
Yeah.
What we should have done there, the starting position is much further forward to the end of the left-hand fairway.
So kind of referencing, are we like yell
to like where you were, but then the spin is definitely going to be like 4.5 backspin.
Okay.
It just depends, it's how much roll you want. I prefer landing much closer to the end and going with more back.
Okay.
Oh no.
Is this good or bad?
It just incites the Texas Longhorn in me. All right, so you're going to give this full beans and max overpower. In a 7.9 wind like this, you can do that very easily. If the wind was upwards of double figures, then you're going to have to lay up here. But we'll cross that bridge when we come to it.
Are we a 10% adjustment here?
Give it 20. Just give it 1-to-1.
7-9 max. Any curl?
Yeah, curl it a bit to the left. You're not going to end up like in a very good position here. But getting over is what we want. I like that double great left. That's good. In an ideal world, we'd flick that rough.
Okay.
It's hard to play for that. It's much easier to play for that in a side wind than it is in a headwind. If you get cute with that, again, you're sticking in that rough or going in the trap. So options here. Depending now, you must have seen this a million times. There's a rough bump option coming up.
Right.
Or depending on what the wind is, I like the backspin shot, which you can play with the long iron or the wood, and just play it up and down the green to the pin. I've got much more success with that eagle than the rough bump.
Okay.
No, Greg. A good friend of mine lives in Dallas. And she went to the University of Texas, so obviously I'm a Longhorn. So seeing that shit, I don't want to see that. Okay, so I would definitely in this wind play the backspin shot with the yeah you're going way over to the right hand side here, way over to the right hand side.
Here?
Put some left spin on with the backspin, and I would give that 5 rings.
5 rings from where we are.
Yep. Now that is a crazy offset adjustment, right? That is like a max plus 35, and it still wasn't enough, right? It's a very strange shot, but you
Right.
see how it comes down pin high
Right.
every time. It falls down nicely,
Yeah.
and even though he's got a B52.8 and a pine cone on, this is not likely to go in. It's a very low percentage make.
When I've tried to rough bump, I didn't have any success with it. But I don't know elevations, stuff like that. It's a shot in the dark when I try it, but I never did have any luck.
But not many people would play that backspin shot max plus 35. And in fact, I told you to go 5 rings. Max plus 35 was 5.2. If I'd have gone with my better judgment, then so you're safe. It doesn't come up and down from that angle. Oh man, Scott, I was there, man. We spent 4 days. So when I went to Dallas, it included 4 days in Austin, and it was.
I am extremely lucky to have Ian Ballinger helping me out in Tour 11.
Okay, so let's see what we've got. I didn't see what he teed off with, but if he's got a B52.8, he's probably got plenty of clubs.
Yeah, I didn't see what he teed off with either.
You know this one inside out now. So mid plus 10 for a side or tailwind. There you go. That's what we're going to be doing. Oh, and you still got the cat in.
I don't remember the backspin. About 3.
It's about 3.5, and
no left.
Steady on the left spin, but you need a couple of left spin. And then just don't hit a great left.
So thereabouts.
A bit more over to the left, or another notch of left spin. Yeah. You see that ball guide change there? Go 4.5 now.
Mid plus 10, 4.5.
It looks nice.
Very
That's
nice.
lovely.
Very nice.
That'll win. Honestly, I can't tell you how hard it is to get inside a yard here.
Yeah, Greg, I agree.
Oh, he's got a hammerhead 8. The Sooner Wanker has got a hammerhead 8, a B52.8, and as if that isn't enough, he needs a pine cone.
I saw, responding to Greg R., I watched Ian play Tour 12 with, was it Brendan Burke?
Certainly was with Brandon Burke, best free-to-play player ever to play the game.
And I thought that was a great idea, and I reached out to Ian to see if he would be gracious enough to spend some time with me on Tour 11, and he was. He's a beautiful man, inside and out, and just awesome to have him in here helping me go through Tour 11 and helping everybody else as well at the same time.
Robert, get out of there. Get out of there. See you later, Sooner. Toodle.
Oh my God. Oh my goodness.
Yo, Bingster, it's going very, very well. Very well indeed. How many have you lost? 2?
I think it's 2.
and one of those was in game, and one of those was due to an unfortunate situation with the drive.
Yeah.
So have a little go at the slice here.
Yeah, we can. I don't care. I don't mind as long as I got somebody that knows what they're doing telling me how to.
Ooh, if he's going for what I think he's going for, I don't think he's got the win for it. This is strange. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to go to the left of the bunker.
Okay.
And you're going to put the target somewhere in the middle of the fairway. And then we'll adjust max plus 10 and then allow 20 rings for your slice.
Okay. Any is this max? What's our spin like? Max top.
Spin is going to be like 2 right spin and 3 top spin.
Okay.
And then basically you're just going to adjust what it's going to be like 31 rings from that position.
So middle of the fairway.
Yeah.
Okay.
Extend it to max because you're going to give this a full beans.
Right in there.
Yeah. Okay, and then go like 30 rings for everything to include your adjustment and your hook.
There's 30 rings.
Yeah.
Hey, doggies. Full slice, full curl.
No, not full curl. No, a bit more. There you go. Whew.
Full slice though.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know if that hit the light pole or not.
It's all good.
Scar for the course. Thanks for the sub, man. I appreciate that.
Little baby.
Beautiful shot. Beautiful shot.
Okay, so you're gonna have this. You're gonna have this horrible wedge that you missed earlier on.
That was a great shot, though. Let's see if we can hit perfect this time.
Oh yeah, sorry. I thought you were bigging up that drive. That drive was. Oh, Scott, don't worry about that. Don't worry about that.
Yeah, no, it's yeah, don't worry about it.
That's all to say. Don't worry about it. It's
Don't worry about it.
Free stream, apart from when I speak. So it just keeps the chat PG for anyone watching back.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
Yeah,
There's
that's
nothing wrong.
all it is.
No need to be sorry. It's perfectly fine. Yes, Gaz, definitely there is. If you end up with like a bullet straight tailwind or a wind like tailwind from the left, you don't need me for this, do you? I'll just answer that question. Then you can bounce directly onto the second fairway with, depending on what the wind is, spins and curl to suit, and you can get up and down that back funnel. You can go for the hole.
Under adjusted.
Always under adjusted with the end bringer.
Yeah, I played it at about 80% club, and I know I should have probably played that at just straight up max distance.
And did you play 20% elevation?
I played plus 10.
It plays as 20.
Okay.
But yeah, you just got to learn by doing it wrong over and over and over again. You know how it is with the wedge.
Yep.
It's not like you can look at it and say, oh, it's uphill, like that Jamal Jeans one. It looks uphill, but it plays at 40% elevation.
Right.
So you just have to learn the hard way. Radu, great to see you, buddy. Liz is still knocking around. How lovely.
Looks like Binky subscribed.
What a glorious time to be alive.
We got 45 viewers in here tonight. That's awesome.
Wow. Okay, so you're first, right? So you're going to be playing this. Oh, it's going to be a min. And what you got? You got the you only use one driver, so it's going to be min. So just put all your backspin and like 4 right spin on, and we're at 9-9. And then come into the like reorientate your wind so it's straight, and then go straight up into the APOC.
So go all the way to APOC or adjust into APOC?
Straight to the APOC. Quick now. With the wind. Where you going?
Oh.
You're going from the T.
Well, that's what I was asking. We're okay. We're okay.
Min and shoot. No. You weren't in the driver.
Oh, I wasn't?
No.
Well, I think we're just going to have to go with it now.
Ben, you've got too much spin on.
Yeah. Okay.
So you had to get to the APOC min. That's what I was saying to you.
Okay.
Because that wind was the smallest wind that you could have still landed the driver on.
Okay.
So yeah, you were still in the Cat 6. If you did want to play that with the cats, so let's say that wind was 8 in this direction, you wouldn't ever get to the minimum APOC and be able to land it. So then you would play that. You play that cat shot with like max plus 30% with like 4 backspin and all the right spin offset guide. And your ball guide would look funky as, but the wind push would get it. But you've got the wind there to go for the minimum driver, which would be the best shot to get closest on.
Okay.
But you oh man.
He's probably still won, but
He has still won. What a shame.
and yeah, that's what I was talking about earlier. When you mess up and they mess up just a little bit less.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, play one more, and then my landlady's just gone to bed, so we'll have to wrap this up because I'm talking.
No, that is perfectly fine. We've been on hour and 10 minutes. About an hour was.
Two net wins. Did you start with 469?
Do what now?
Did you start with 469?
Don't remember.
So I think it's 2 net wins, but whatever. We'll play.
Yeah.
Play. That's it, Greg. That's all you need to do.
We can, well, I don't know about net wins, but we can find out how many wins by checking our in-game chat, see how many points we ended up with.
Nelly, hey, little beauty, welcome in.
So,
we got Shmee.
Are we trying to curl around here, or are we going?
It's Shmee, one of my members. So you want max topspin here. You don't be holding back here. Max topspin. And you're going to be using plenty of curl. You're going to give it 1-1, which is max plus 20.
And where are we setting up at?
Yeah, about plus 8 yards.
About plus 8 yards.
Yeah.
All right, and then plus
1-1.
20, 1-1.
I'm going to use those 2 rings of OP and plenty right curl.
Just 2 rings of OP.
Yeah. There you go. And great right's usually good. Not here. Not here. Okay, so 351. It's not a problem, and you still got the cat on.
So Shmee's one of your.
He is. He is. I don't know if this is a sniping. I haven't seen him in the chat. So ideally on this drive, you're looking for 380. 380 plus will mean that there isn't a wind that stops you from landing where you want to land. You're 350. So if there's any form of headwind here, you're not going to be able to land there because you're not going to be able to bounce it. So you're going to have to land where the fairway chicanes, and you're going to have to go with loads of right curl. But it's fine.
Okay.
You're still going to have an option. Which means he's going to do. He's going to do worse than that. So even if you get the big headwind here, it's not going to cost you the game. It usually costs the game.
7.
Okay, so you go left here. You haven't got a chance in hell of getting over there.
So
this is going to play at further up, further up, further up. No, 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 you're going to the green. You're going to the green. 5 top spin. No, no, no.
Oh.
You're landing. You can't land there.
Okay,
so
I got you.
Come left. You need to come left. And go forward, go forward. 7, 6. So you want to be adjusting this about 6 rings. How much top spin you got on that? Go with another one. And give it the full right cut. So you're adjusting 6 rings, and then you're giving it the full right cut. So, yeah, and you're still going to use that OP as well. So and a bit more as well, just for good measure.
Never in my wildest dreams would I have thought to do that.
So that's perfect, right?
Yep.
So now you can just pop this in. But you'd have never been able to land. So where you wanted to land, that's what I'm saying. If you get 380, even if you get a double figure wind in the face, then you can still, with max over power, land where you were starting off. But not with a headwind from 350.
Gotcha. Okay. There's been a lot of information passed on tonight that I'll have to go back and watch the stream and process, but man, I really appreciate what you're doing here tonight.
This is going to have to be a series of 3 against Schmee.
Okay.
So because it's whether it's a sniping or an accidental sniping, don't be scared of your top spin here. I wouldn't have thought, but this is just a little tiddler. Don't overthink it. Don't overthink it. Bit of top spin, yeah, and edge of the cup. You're going to be laughing.
Right here.
Yeah. It's almost straight. Look.
Very good.
You could have spent all your time dicking around with that. Just don't overthink them.
Right.
Good night, Raddy. I'll speak to you soon, brother. Oh, but it's a nice wind here for Schmee with a
B-52-7.
Yeah.
Up 40 million coins. I don't know. You know, I should have looked at it before I started.
On 371. So I think that's up 3 games. But even if you went 50-50, it's a good return at the start. This ain't going in.
Whoo! If he'd laid off that, or a little more backspin, that would have dropped. So I recognize that avatar he's using there.
Yeah, that's his Facebook profile as well.
So I guess you can reach out to him later on and tell him what we were doing here.
Yeah, he's in the people chat.
Oh, okay.
He's in the people chat.
Oh, I'll reach out to him then.
So you're not taking Schmee for 3 anyway.
But I have Ian at my back.
Okay, so in an ideal world, right? Okay, so you're going. I go left here. Not everyone goes left here, but in this wind, again, what you're going to try and do. And you're going to be playing that at.
So we bounce over the bunker?
So you go bounce over it.
Okay.
Just it's a nicer angle to the pin.
Plus 10, plus 20.
See what 10.5 rings looks like. How much OP it is.
None.
Okay, yeah, just tap it up there then.
Is new Nick Buchanan, or Buckingham, sorry. Thanks for the good luck.
Great to see you, Bucky. Lovely quiz, man. Really lovely quiz. Okay, so what you're going to have here is a cat. Oh, shit, you're on the cat still, aren't you?
I do.
What it would be nice to have would be the Guardian, but it's a cat 6. Hey, look, that Cat 6 has treated you well, so maybe you
It,
do
it,
want to
it
put it
has.
with
It
the
has.
Cat 6.
And
But
I've got people in my clan that's going to give me grief because I didn't use the Cat 6 to begin with. There's people out there that says if you go into T11 with anything other than a cat, even if it's a Cat 5, you're crazy.
well, like I said to you beforehand, the Guardian, for me, the Guardian 9 is the best shootout club for 11. And therefore, that should be your primary option because you're going to win or lose most games in shootouts.
Right, absolutely. So are
So,
we plus 20 here, like we did in the tournament, or are we kind of what you?
yeah, we're going to see what it is. It's going to be a min number anyway. So you need to get into that min number and play it from the min line. And yeah, let's see what like 6 rings looks like.
Six rings.
Kenna, great to see you. Welcome in, Dave.
Felt that one coming.
Oh dear.
Felt that one coming. Wouldn't have thought it made that much difference.
How close to the rough line were you? Yeah, you were. You would have been quite close to the rough.
Yeah.
And now look, Shmee is doing what I would consider to be the best setup.
So we really, say we carry the Guardian in most holes, but there's a couple of par fives that we would want to be aware of to carry the cat with, right? Okay.
And some, you would play with the cat in certain wins, and you would play with the Guardian in other wins.
Okay.
Like the Maple Bay one, where you all just smash it down there. If you've got a tailwind and you know you're going to be 380, 390, then you're definitely going to be okay with the Guardian. But if you think you're only going to get 360, and one of the shots you might need is the topspin over everything, just get it out of the way, then you don't want to be left with 3 topspin.
Okay. So we're at min distance, I believe, here.
Yeah, don't overthink it again. Just
now, if you had a Cat 7, would you consider that over the Guardian?
Yeah, that's the end of discussion for me.
Gotcha.
Because it's got the 4.3 ball guide.
Okay.
And the Guardian 9 has a 3.9 ball guide. You allow for the fact that you've got less backspin and less accuracy for that monster extra bit of ball guide and all that extra topspin as well, and the 1 yard of range. Don't ignore the 1 yard of range, that can be helpful.
Right.
It's just the complete club.
Gotcha.
Yes, he does, Pradeep. Yo, Matt in the house. Your boy's here. 35%.
35%.
Okay, good. Shmee's going first. And, this is a horrible wind. What a horrible, horrible wind. Okay, so look where Shmee's setting up, first of all. Go straight to this position. Maybe even a little bit left of where he is.
Okay.
So, yeah. And we don't want to go too far. So where Shmee is, we want to be a little bit further back than that. You see that part of the fairway starts to slope down?
Yes, sir.
You be on the bunker half of that fairway, not the rough side of that fairway.
Okay.
And it looks like it isn't going to go into the driver. If we've got a slight headwind, then we can't even adjust what we're going to do. But let's assume right now we're using the wood. We're only going to use 5 backspin instead of 6.
Okay.
Shmee's played. He's not allowed for that. And we're going to put 2 right spin on it, 5 back, 2 right, and you're going to be wanting to be like in line with the pin. It's perfect. It's perfect as it is. So 9-1. You're going to go the 7-3. So get further forward and left.
Yeah.
Left. No. Your starting position needs to be left in front of that bunker, in line with the pin.
Right here.
There you go. There you go. And adjust your 7.3.
That is a funky offset there.
Yep.
No curl.
Nope.
I see Matt Fink decided to pop in for a few minutes. Wow. Mr. Ballinger knows his stuff. Of course, I knew that before I got in here. That's why I reached out to him. Wow. What an offset.
And then just forfeit this on the tee, and then we'll wrap it up.
Okay. All right. I can do that. If it lets us rematch. Drew IV, thanks for stopping in. We're just about to wrap it up. We've been on almost an hour and a half. We've learned some great lessons here. We've learned a little bit of sportsmanship here from Mr. Ballinger. But like I say, a lot of information has been passed on this evening, and it's greatly appreciated. I'm going to go back as soon as I can and watch the stream and start taking notes and spins and elevations and stuff like that. But
you didn't believe me there, did you?
Sir?
You didn't believe me.
So we picked up 192 clan points in that hour and a half there. So that's a pretty decent haul for somebody that doesn't know what they're doing here.
So what's that? 8 wins, is it? 8 wins.
Yeah. And I think we lost 3 total, and 4 maybe including the shootout. 50-50. I think that's a good even, especially for me. I mean, I really do. So basically, I mean, you know, I wouldn't mind doing this again if you have the time. Maybe after the next tournament. If it's going to be busy between now and 2 Sundays from now. So any time that you feel like you wouldn't mind getting on and let's play in some Tour 11, I'd greatly appreciate it, and I appreciate what you've done tonight. And big thanks, much love and respect for you.
Pleasure, man. Pleasure. It's been great fun. I've had a great time. The chat's been off the chain.
It has.
This record viewers as well.
Yeah, I think we hit 45. I think, and that is a record for me. So, and I apologize to the guys or to anybody in the chat that I missed or not being active in the chat. I was trying to soak up as much knowledge and pay as much attention to what Mr. Ballinger was telling me as I could get. I didn't want him to holler at me.
I had to bring out the stern voice at the end.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, because you know, it's like, you know, when we went to that one shootout. That we got 3 times tonight, Jamil Dunes. You know, once you sternly corrected me as to where my landing position should be, it was much easier to go back to there before, the next time. So, the next time we hit that shootout, you know, it's already kind of here, and yeah, greatly appreciated.
I'm glad you enjoyed it. I'm glad you did in the chat as well. Welcome in, Mrs. Bradley. Lovely to see you.
Yeah, I think she's just about got supper ready, so we couldn't have timed this much more perfectly.
Well, you've earned a good feed after that.
So anyway, you got anything you want to say before we shut it down? Just
glad everyone enjoyed it. The comments were really positive, and you know, some Tour 11 beasts in here offering their experience as well. So thank you to Gaz and to Tempo and Bill and everyone who was there at the start. You know, it was absolutely wonderful, and we'll definitely do this again. Yeah. And thank you for having me as well. It's been a pleasure. Yeah, thank you. So, yeah, we're going to wrap the stream up. I always end my chat saying if you need any help, you know where to find me. But I'm afraid I'm not going to be much help on Tour 11. So maybe we'll direct those questions to Mr. Ballinger. And once again, I want to thank Mr. Ballinger for taking the time out of his evening to spend some time with me and teach me. And, yeah. It's just a great blessing to have such a great friend as he is, and willing to take some time to work with me. So hope each and every one of you have a blessed evening. If there's anything I can do for you, just let me know. And good night. Good night.